school, full-time, and part-time job openings. Best of all, it's completely free for job seekers to access anytime, day or night. So if you're ready to land a job close to home, make IllinoisJobPost.com your first stop. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. Brought to you by your friends at the regional radio stations.
WTIM.
You're listening to the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Bob Ridings Pana, and Oak and Eat Chop Shop. I'm your host, Reed Kim. Thanks for sticking with us on this Tuesday morning. You know, the National Honor Society chapter at Pana High School, they're busy with a blood drive that's coming up, and here to talk about that and much more, I've got a couple members and actually more significantly administrators of that chapter. Over to my left, we've got Gwen Clavin, the vice president of that chapter. Gwen, thanks for coming on.
Of course. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's good to have you in. It's also good to have in Kennedy Boker, who is the president of the Pana High School National Honor Society chapter. Kennedy, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, it's good to have you both in. So we got this blood drive. Why don't you share some of the details about it with our listeners?
Our blood drive is coming up on March 4th. It'll be 9:15 through 2:15. And each unit of blood that is donated goes to help a senior achieve a scholarship. So every time you come in, every time you donate, you get to pick one senior that receives kind of your donation, and it gets put towards a scholarship for them.
Okay, so you're donating blood, obviously, to people who need it, and then you're also able to so when you choose the the senior, so is it like whichever senior gets the most votes gets the scholarship? I
think so. It's kind of whoever gets the most is the most likely to get the scholarship.
Okay, so all right, so then it kind of increases your chances. Now, yes. Are the seniors able to campaign for people's votes? Is that how it works?
No.
Okay, so it's not quite like elections, but okay, so you donate, you then pick the senior. Now, so you said on March 4th. It's a big month to have a donation drive. We were talking a little about that earlier. Why don't you share for the listeners why that's a big occasion?
Why this is such a big occasion is because March is actually Red Cross's month to share blood and, well, to donate blood, not share it, but March is Red Cross month.
Okay, so a big month then to have this in March. And I think if I heard correctly, what we were talking about before coming on is that there's actually another feature of getting of donating blood in March, at least with anything associated with the Red Cross. Talk about that.
So the Red Cross is performing free A1C testing on successful donations in March, and these tests are commonly used to screen for pre-diabetes and diabetes. So you'll get that for free if you come and donate. Okay,
so you get that for free on March 4th. You said 9:15 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. And then where's this happening?
It's happening in Pana High School in our small gym. It is you go straight right as soon as you walk in the doors. Straight right.
Okay. Just like what I did about, I think it was a week and a half ago when I was there doing some sports commentary at the high school. If I remember correctly how it works. But so yeah, we've got the blood drive coming up. And then is there also one later than that?
Yeah, we have another blood drive that we'll run on April 30th. On April 30th, we'll have another one.
Okay. And then is that same location?
Yep. Same location, same times, everything.
Just not Red Cross month.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we've got that coming up, that blood drive. Now, I know that was primarily what you folks were going to discuss. Is there anything else you wanted to mention about the blood drive before we learn a little more about, maybe the chapter and you two?
Yeah, those who come in to give during March will receive a $15 Amazon gift card by email from Red Cross.
Okay, so you got the gift card. That's part of it too, and awesome. So, Kennedy, anything else from you about the blood drive or?
Just anyone who comes in and donates, they're helping save a life. And that's just something, it's just looking at the big picture and that there's so many people who need blood. And this is just such a great cause for people to come in and donate.
And I know there are a lot of folks who certainly want to give to this kind of cause, and you folks are helping out with that. So once again, March 4th, 9:15 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. In the small gym that you two mentioned over at Pana High School. So you've got the blood drive. What other kinds of big events do you have coming up with the National Honor Society that you're doing? And anything else big?
So
like
we
that?
did
Yeah.
a really
Okay.
fun fundraiser.
Yeah.
We did a Chuck a Duck fundraiser at our Pana Taylorville game. And that was a great fundraiser for us. We were able to give out some gifts to the winners. And I think that was something that really helped promote our NHS chapter to the community so they could learn more about us.
Yeah, and so I was at the game. I saw it, and yeah, some of the folks there got really into it. They all lined up right along the sidelines. They don't do that at Taylorville, although of course their section is elevated.
Yeah.
But so you had Chuck a Duck. And that was recently. Any other recent events that you folks did, or have done?
So back in November, whenever the government kind of shut down, we knew that was affecting our food bank.
Yeah.
And so we went ahead and we did a little food drive fundraiser in the high school. And I can't remember how much we ended up raising, but we had a ton of food that we donated to our local food bank in Pana, and that really helped them out a lot.
Man, now I remember that time. That was a difficult time for a lot of people. So do you folks have a food pantry in Pana?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because we've got the Taylorville food pantry. So you have one there, and you said it all went to the pantry.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, no, it sounds like really impactful work that you folks were able to do. Any other events that you want to highlight that you've done recently or are about to?
April 1st will be our initiation. We're going to be welcoming juniors, and they will be helping with our April 30th blood drive.
Okay. So, well, yeah, because then the induction is, of course, at the beginning of the month, and then they're there.
Yes,
So then,
yes.
then they help out. It must be, I would imagine, for you two as chapter administrators, right? You get these new students kind of involved in one of the events, and then they begin to kind of really see what it's going to be like to be an NHS member.
Yes.
Because we both went through that last year. We did the last blood drive of the year with the seniors from last year. That's how we learned what we're doing.
Yep. Yeah. And it sounds like it worked out with you two ending up president and vice president of the chapter. So so you've got the initiation coming up. Yeah. Any other events? Otherwise, we'll just kind of focus on the two of you and your NHS experience.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So yeah, a lot of exciting events coming up for the folks with the Pana High School NHS chapter. So yeah, let's learn a little bit more about the two of you. Kennedy Boker, you're the president. What made you want to pursue the presidency?
I really like to be in charge of things. I'm kind of a control freak, not gonna lie, but I really like that, and to be able to initiate things, and that's something that I really enjoy doing.
What's like some other extracurricular experience and activities you have at the high school?
I'm president of our student council as well. I play volleyball and softball. I'm a part of FCA, and I just really enjoy being a part of all of those things.
STA, is that what you said at the end?
FCA, sorry.
Oh, FCA. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I misheard that because I just heard STA, but that's okay. Maybe the microphone, the mics and the headset are letting me down here. But no, so president of two different organizations, that's going to keep you busy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So you're able to kind of balance your time okay with all that, with classes, with college applications.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, and we'll hear a little more about your future plans maybe in just a little bit. Anything else you want to highlight about yourself before we turn it over to Gwen?
Nothing much really.
Okay. All right. So that sounds good there from Kennedy Boker, and then Gwen Clavin, the vice president. What made you want to pursue that role?
I like kind of being in charge as well. And I think I'm not the best leader, but I really like helping. And I think Kennedy does such a good job being president that it's easy to be vice president.
Nice. Well, it's I get that, right? It's easy to be able to work with someone who knows what they're doing. And I relate to that very well. So any other extracurriculars that you're involved in?
I do color guard. So we don't have captains. We do vets and rookies.
Yeah.
This is my second year. So I've helped with all the new kids who've come. And tonight's actually our tryouts. at 5 o'clock tonight. So that's going to be really fun. And last week, we did a performance. We did 1st grade through 8th grade color guard camp. So it was just for fun, just for the girls who thought maybe they would like color guard to come in and just try it. We did 3 days. I taught 1st and 2nd grade, and it was really fun. And they did a lot better than I thought they would.
Nice. Well, that worked out really well. So yeah, 1st and 2nd graders. Was that like kind of an adjustment working with folks who are much younger than your peers?
A little bit, but I really liked them. They were really sweet. They were cute. And then when we performed, they did really well. They did a lot better than I thought they would.
Good. Well, good for you. Glad that that worked out. I'm speaking right now with Gwen Clavin. That's who you heard just now, and Kennedy Boker, who is also here in studio as part of the WTIM Pana Morning Show. They're here with the Pana High School National Honor Society chapter, and they were talking earlier about their blood drive and everything else they've got going on with the chapter. Why don't we take a quick break? When we come back, we'll continue the conversation with the two of them. This is the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn lower, beans higher, wheat trading lower. March corn down 4.27 3/4. May corn down 4 3/4, 4.37 1/4. December new crop 4.60 3/4, down 3 3/4. March beans 11.34 3/4, up 1 3/4. May beans up a penny, 11.49 1/2. November new crop 11.16, up 2 1/2. March Chicago wheat 5.38 1/4, down 10 1/2. March KC wheat 5.39 1/4, down 3 1/4. March bean meal 305.80, down 3.40. March bean oil 57.34, up 26 cents. Livestock trade March feeders 370.67, up 4.52. February live cattle up 3.55, 246.62. April lean hogs 92.17, up 90 cents. Energy market March crude oil 62.57, down 32 cents. RFD Radio Network.
Does your bank offer rewards on qualified signature-based debit card purchases? If not, then we need to talk. Hi, my name is Julie Sanchez with People's Bank and Trust. Join the growing number of our customers who are earning cash back on all qualifying debit card purchases. You already use your debit card. Now make it work for you with Save by Spending rewards from People's Bank and Trust. Earning rewards is as easy as shop, sign, and save. Call 888-PBT-1954 and find out more about our Save by Spending rewards program today. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, Brian Booth at Bob Ridings in Pana. We hope you had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We're here to start the year off right. We had a huge success on our year-end super sale, which made lots of room, and we have a huge selection of fresh inventory moving forward, and we are ready for another great year of 2026. Find us online at bobridingspana.com or call us at 217-562-3986.
Compare with us, come stay with us, we're close today.
Dinner time just got easier with Pizza Man of Pana. Enjoy great food that includes amazing pizza, tasty pasta, salad bar, and chili. On Monday nights, enjoy the spaghetti special with garlic bread and a side salad for $8. On Tuesday nights, come in for the lasagna special with garlic bread and a side salad for $9. On Wednesday nights, grab yourself an individual pizza and side salad for $9. Pizza Man of Pana is proud to be serving Pana and the surrounding areas with great Italian food since 1985.
The Taylorville Tornadoes are on WTIM. Listen on air or online for all football, boys basketball, and playoff games of both teams on AM, FM, and streamed on the WTIM mobile app. Sponsored by your Taylorville McDonald's Restaurant, Advanced Title Group, CNB Bank and Trust, and Taylorville Memorial Hospital.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today. WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Bob Ridings Pana, and Okanee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I continue my conversation with Gwen Clavin and Kennedy Boker, the Vice President and President, respectively, of Pana High School's National Honor Society chapter. And we've focused, at least part of this interview, on the blood drive that they've got coming up March 4th, 9:15 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. at the small gym at Pena High School. Kennedy, I actually want to give you a moment to share with our listeners something that you were telling me about earlier, about, kind of a personal connection to this, a big blood drive event. What is that connection?
So yeah, giving blood has always been a big part and something that I thought was very important. But this summer, it just meant so much more when my dad had to be in the hospital for about 3 days because he had blood clots in his lungs and he had to be given blood. And realizing now that someone who had donated blood helped to save his life. And now to me, that just means so much more that we're able to have 2 blood drives where so many people are just saving people's lives. And that just means so much more now to me.
And I think I would hope, for you folks, right, that it speaks to the significance of the service that you folks do in the chapter. So I think it's lovely to hear that was able to work out for you folks in the end, and I appreciate you sharing that. So we were also talking earlier about the next group of your NHS members. So you've got that. You've got the initiation coming up right at the start of April, and then you're also trying to figure out who those folks might be. What does it take to get in? How does someone get into it?
So to begin with, you have to have a 3.5 GPA. Then you write your application, and it goes to a selection committee. The selection committee goes over just kind of what you've done, and they look for service, leadership, and character, which are kind of the 3 pillars of NHS. And they make sure you don't have any major disciplinary things. They make sure you're active in the community service, you're active in the school. They just go over your application. If it goes through, you get to go to initiation.
Nice. So when are these applications due?
They have already been due.
Okay, all right.
So I think most people, I don't know if they know they don't know who's been picked yet, but I'm sure the selection committee's kind of already gone over them. And then April 1st will be our initiation.
Okay, so you've got that process coming up for you both, and for everyone who hopes to get into the National Honor Society, and that'll be coming up, it sounds like, during the next month. So you mentioned some of the values. What are those values again?
Service, leadership, and character.
Okay, service, leadership, and character. And it sounds like the blood drive that we've been talking about covers a service thing. You two are doing some leadership right now, yes. And the character, certainly a big part of it as well. So that's what's going on kind of with the NHS. We've got about 2 minutes left or so. And I'd love to hear from each of you about what's coming next for you folks after high school. And Kennedy, I'll let you start.
So my plans after high school, I'm going to go down to John A. Logan, and I'm going to be majoring in physical education, and I will also be playing softball down there.
John A. Logan, where's that?
It is by Carbondale. It's about 15 minutes east of Carbondale.
Okay, all right. So going south for that
yes.
one is Kennedy Boker, and for you, Gwen, what's next for you?
I am not 100% certain.
Okay.
I have been accepted to about 4 colleges so far, and I want to go into some math, but I haven't decided where I'm going yet.
Well, you caught my attention there with math, because I love math too. So awesome. So we've got math for Gwen, and then physical education. I think that's what you're studying. You said there at Kennedy. So awesome. And then as we get into the final minute here, what's been your favorite part of being in the National Honor Society?
My favorite is the community. All of the people in NHS, I just love being around them. And I love, during the blood drives, we're all just happy, and we get to have fun, and we get to help people. And that's probably my favorite part.
My favorite part was just, I think, the gratitude I saw on the people's faces at the food bank whenever we donated that food. They were just so grateful for that, and just the impact that we were able to have on the community. And that's my favorite part about it. Yeah,
just seeing that impact in the folks who certainly need the donations. And it sounds like you've done that both with the blood drive and the food drive that you were talking about earlier. That really high impact stuff, and that's stuff that makes you feel good. I know it certainly would for me. Again, Kennedy Boker, president of Pena High School's National Honor Society chapter. Gwen Calvin or Clavin. Or Clavin.
Yes.
Clavin. Okay, I switched words from what I wrote down here. Gwen Clavin,
Yes.
vice president of that same chapter. Kennedy and Gwen, thanks for coming on.
Yes,
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and thank you for listening to the WTIM Pena Morning Show. Of course, the WTIM Pena Morning Show is every Tuesday from 8:40 till 10. And then the WTIM Morning Show, focused here in Taylorville, is also tomorrow morning, those same times. Have a good day.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville.
96.1 FM Taylorville.
107.5 FM Shelbyville.
107.9 FM Pena Nokomis.